call Molly, you know, and let them rely on their support system, because you and I cannot be their support system for every single thing they're going through. They need to find their own nets. Nike has this really cool thing. You can make your own you can make your own sneakers, and you can like pick the color. There's like a 6-step process. Have you ever done it? It's really silly, and it's so expensive, and it's so fun. It's like $125, but you can pick like the base color, and then the next color, and then the laces, and then, you know, the main part of the shoe. It's really fun. I just did it because one of my favorite sayings is, be where your feet are. And so on my shoes, it says, be where my feet are on each of my Nike. And it reminds me that when I'm at the gym, I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym. I'm not dealing with Molly. I'm not dealing with payroll. I'm not dealing with any of that craziness. I'm exercising. So I have to sometimes say to my educators and my students, be where your feet are. Because right now you're about all over the place, and I need you to come right back here and let's work together so you're going to be a success. They need to be where their feet are. Okay, so here's one of the best things that I run my school by. LMES is Lone Mountain Elementary School, Cave Creek, Arizona, where my children go. And when they have a little mantra, and when the children break the rules, they have to recite this mantra, and it's excellent. And I think everyone should use it. I don't care if you're a school or not. No one has the right to interfere with the learning, well-being, or safety of another. It's like my no rockstar policy. It covers everything. No one has the right to interfere with the learning, well-being, or safety of another. And so we run the school that way. So when someone's talking, we say, look, somebody can't learn when you're sitting there gabbing. Someone says, I think it's appropriate for me to smoke right outside the door. Well, the state of Arizona doesn't. They say you have to be 100 yards away, etc. We ask the students to resist or enlist. And this could be valuable maybe for some of your staff. Because when I'm resisting to a point where I'm like convincing someone to be in my school or convincing someone to be on my staff, they're just resisting me. They have no, and I don't even know what the game is, but it's weird. And I'll be like, are you going to enlist? Are we going to play together, or are you just going to keep resisting? The VCR, the RIC, and the FFF. Every educator in my school has to go through the VCR before they send a student home for coaching reasons or behavior discipline. VCR. Rowena, you are so valuable to this school, and I'm so thankful that you're here in Zone 2 and we're learning the Marcel. You are a capable student, and you matter. You're doing really well. Your technique's terrific. However, I must hold you are responsible for that eye rolling and that cell phone, and you're going to go home. We're going to miss you. Clock out. Bye-bye. VCR. So no one gets sent home. You don't R them without VCing them. You're valuable. You're capable. But I'm going to hold you responsible. And you don't VC them and not R them. That's what they love to do. You're valuable. You're capable. Don't do it again. And if I hold true and everyone does the VCR, we're all on the same page. That's my educator's filter. The RIC is my student's filter. I ask them before they speak, is it respectful? Is it full of integrity? And does it follow through on my commitment to be here learning? Is it respectful? Is it full of integrity? And does it follow through on my commitment to be here in my learning? And then when a student, we need to end a conversation with a student, meaning they're continuing to go on, we FFF them. I feel that we've talked about the cookies long enough, Rowena. I felt that before we've talked about cookies and you were really listening, and I found that right now, I'm not going to talk about cookies anymore. Feel, felt, found. Because what people want to know is that you did hear them, and we don't walk around like little robots. B, C, R, or something weird, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something. But, you know, when an educator's like, I'm really struggling with Maggie, I'll be like, great, has she RIC'd herself lately? Has she VCR'd? It's very cultural to my company. Did you FFF her? Because she needs to be feeling right now that you're on her team. So that they're like, oh yeah, God, I'll go back and VCR. Okay, good. All right, VC'd her, Jill, can you R her? Jill doesn't R. Jill only R's when we're like kicking them out of school. They gotta hold themselves accountable and responsible. And I think, I used to say, Evelyn Charles is a friend of mine and probably many of you in the room. She's a very brilliant salon owner up in Canada and school owner. And she used to say, coach them up or coach them out. So I would say, look, we're coaching people up or we're coaching people out. And then I had this really cute educator come to me and she goes, are you coaching me out? Because if you're coaching me out, I just need to know. And I was like, whoa, 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 no, I'm not coaching you out. You're darling. You work hard, you try. So I had to say, we're coaching people up or we're coaching them on. My biggest hang-ups were when I believed in an educator so much that I couldn't get past my own beliefs, that she said, I'm going to a bulimia clinic, will you please drive me? My husband drove her. We sent her off. This is the silliest, most awful, poignantly pathetic story about my leadership. I loved her. She was my director of education, and she came to me and she said, I have bulimia. And I was like, oh, I mean, she was 80 pounds wet, maybe. Yeah, I knew. And I said, great, are you going to go away? Are you going to get help? Yeah, I'm going away for 4 days. Bing, 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 bing. And I said to my husband, I said, Nicole Richie goes away for 45 days. How come she's only going away for 4 days? And he said, I don't know. And so she needed a ride to the airport to go to the bulimia clinic. This is not me making fun of bulimia. This is me making fun of me believing in someone to a point where it was painful for my company. And I just would have believed in her forever. And so my husband, Bert, drives her to the airport. He takes her. I go off to Seattle for a meeting. I get a call 2 days later. She says, hi. First question out of my mouth. I go, are they making you eat? She goes, what? I go, are they making you eat? Is it awful? I'm so sorry. You can be strong. Don't worry, your job's going to be waiting for you. She says, no, I'm leaving. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean you're leaving? Leaving the clinic? No, you need to stay. She said, no, I'm leaving you. You're leaving me? Oh my God, are they enrolling? Like, you have to go for 45 days, right? Like Nicole Richie. She said, no, I'm leaving you. And I went, oh. I said, you're not at a bulimia clinic, are you? She said, no, I'm at the competitor's main office in Minneapolis. They just offered me a job. Honestly, I would have believed in her forever. And it took me a long 7 days to not be a bitter old mean school owner who's like, I don't trust any of you, you know? Who's next, you know? So she says, I really need to work for another month because I need the pay. Can I work for another month? Well, Mama can VCR for only so long, right? So I said, no. Actually, I cursed, and it felt great. We have illegal words on campus, like they can't say the F word, they can't say the SH word, they can't say the B word, they can't do it. They just can't. And it's gross. Not if I was saying every word on the illegal campus list. I was like, look, and I let it rip, and I said, you know, and then I got, she got ramped up, and then the best thing when people get ramped up is you calm down. Let them ramp up. So then she got ramped up, and I was like calming down, and I just kept saying to her over and over, this will follow you for the rest of your life. I was like, Stephen King, I was like, this will follow you for the rest. I'm sitting in Seattle, I'm in my friend's bedroom, about to go for a walk around the lake. I was like, okay, Yeah, so I get off the phone, I call every staff member, I was like Donald Trump, I'm like, are you in or you out? Are you loyal or not, And, well, she had been recruited. Oh, we've all been there, right? Can we get a little head nod? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, they were all being recruited, and I didn't lose one of them. I fired 3, because they should have gone. If they were smart, they would have just left with her. And I took back control of my company. And I am committed, thank you, and I am committed that I'm going to make sure every one of my students knows the ethics. When they start talking, they do a salon business project, and then they talk about it, and I always say, well, how are you going to get your staff? Oh, we're going to work at Dolce, and then we're going to leave. No, you are not leaving Dolce with 16 of your friends. Like, I am all over this. What does it really mean to rent? What does it really mean to walk out on somebody? How do you leave a salon properly? How do you say, thank you for this opportunity, I'm leaving, and not hack into their computer system? I'm so all about this. We're going to get there. It's going to take a little while. Okay, so here's my school. Online, offline, on-site. This is what you should be asking your schools to do. They should have a consistent message. If you've ever gone to a restaurant and you're like, wow, your website was great, but woo, haven't cleaned in a while. Something's missing. We really need